This is just a follow-up video of the cable debacle that I had, where I had to cut out all my cables because I wasn't confident in the swages and the crimps in my cables, and I went ahead and bought a NecoPress tool and actually just did everything all over from scratch. So just going to show some things here. Let's take a look at the rudder pedals. If you can see here, I have new swages and new thimbles, new cable, everything in both sides. That's the right side, here's the left side. I've decided to move my turnbuckles up to the cabin. I just like them here because I can see them. I can inspect them every time I get in and out of the airplane. It's not likely I would do that if these turnbuckles were in behind the bulkhead. In fact, I probably wouldn't look at them much at all. But here, and if I need to make an adjustment, it's going to be easy to get to and make an adjustment. Some people will actually attach the turnbuckle on the actuator arm of the rudder pedals. Here you can see where the rudder cable is connected to the rudder for the left side, right side, and ailerons are connected as well. We've got this side here underneath the pilot seat. I have a Autopilot servo here, which is going to control bank. I've got brand new cables and thimbles here. There's my new NecoPress swage down there. Same thing here on the other side. Everything's been replaced here. At the back of the cabin here, I've got my pass-through cable for the aileron. So this is a closed loop system. The aileron system is completely connected as a loop through both wings and back through the cabin. Aileron cables come out of the cabin and through this strut, and then at the top of the strut the cable exits, and that's where it goes into the wing. You can see here I put a rub block at the top of this strut just to kind of keep that thing from rubbing on the aluminum in the strut, and it actually kind of gives it a little more space inside of the strut so it's not slapping the inside of the strut too much. Here's the hole outside of the strut pulley over here to the other pulley, and then that comes over here to the bell crank. Got a turnbuckle here on this bell crank, and then this cable here, that's one of the cables that goes through the aileron pass-through at the back of the cabin. And ailerons are actuated using this push rod that's attached to the bell crank, and you can see it moving here as the elevator moves. Elevator cables are attached. I've got turnbuckles at the top and bottom of the elevator horn. I'm using clip lock type turnbuckles here. Here's my new NecoPress swage and cable that runs out to the bottom of the cabin through that gang of pulleys to the back. Here's the elevator cable attached to the elevator horn at the back. Trim system is installed using 1/16 inch cable. I also have a turnbuckle here that's also in the cabin. I like these turnbuckles in the cabin so they can be seen and inspected on a regular basis. And as we look into the back of the fuselage, here we can see this is the trim cables running towards the back, and I've actually installed a fair lead back here. You can probably see that. It just redirected the cable more out of the way from some of the tubes and took out some of the slop and flopping around that cable was doing. And at this junction, you can see where elevator cables are running towards the back, and then also we have the flap cable that comes up here into the triangle, and then each flap cable goes towards each respective flap through the top of the fuselage into the root of the wing. These turnbuckles will not be clip lock type, will be safety wired. I did not have the clip lock type of safety wire for the flaps. All right, well, that's just a quick video showing all the new cable runs, the new swages, all the new thimbles, everything that's been pretty much re-rigged the whole airplane. I'm kind of glad I did. Peace of mind, number one, and also I did a better job the second time, so I feel like the cabling and the rigging is a little bit more precise. I think the action is a lot smoother. I think it feels better, so I'm not disappointed that I did it. It did take up a little bit of time, but you know, it's a safety issue. So next video coming out in just a couple days is going to be on weight and balance. We actually weighed the airplane and we did a balance, weight and balance, got the calculations, and so the numbers are going to be, as far as I'm concerned, the numbers are great. That's what I was shooting for. I think some people may have different opinions about that, but this airplane has a specific mission, and the weight and balance that I came up with is going to be reflective of that, and so I'm pretty happy with the outcome. So stay tuned for that video. Please like and share this video, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.